applause here as both sides took the knee ahead of kick-off, and it's Rotherham that get us underway, attacking the Rookery end in this first period in their red and white shirts, white shorts, red socks. Watford in their yellow and black home shirts, black shorts, black socks. Now Femenir again on the left-hand touchline. Deeney works it back to the halfway line. And here's Ngakia in a bit of space, and again Sarr wanting it down the line. Ngakia's cross is deflected into the penalty area, and Deeney finds Perica, and that's a fine save from Jamal Blackman in the Rotherham goal. That was so nearly the fast start that we were all hoping for. Stipe Perica getting on the end of Troy Deeney's knockdown, with the Rotherham goalkeeper equal to it. Watford have a corner.
Well, we mentioned the crossing from Sarr a few minutes ago, and Ngakia this time put a decent cross in. Deeney wins it, and that's really what you want to see from a front two, a bit of link up from one striker into the other, and a shot on target.
Sema with the first corner of the night. From the left-hand side, in towards the near post, headed on by Deeney, helped on by Deeney, and Christian Capoue tucks it home from close range, and Watford take the lead. Inside 3.5 minutes, the corner routine. Sema into Deeney, and Christian Capoue coming round the back with his first goal of the season. Watford 1, Rotherham United 0.
Well, we didn't have to wait long tonight to see the Watford supporters celebrating, watching their team score the first goal for this season. But we've seen that set piece at Luton, was it, earlier on in the season? Troy's got a really good touch into the danger area, and the centre half that comes up for the set piece couldn't really miss from there.
Here's Nathaniel Chalobah out to the left-hand side, and Femenir gives it for Ken Sema. Now Tom Cleverley feeds Ekong. Hits that diagonal, looking for Sema and Femenir, and it's the Spanish fullback who keeps the ball in. And then flicks it in towards the near post. Oh, it's missed, and Deeney is there. And Troy Deeney bags his second goal of the season and doubles Watford's lead. It was Femenir's cross. The clearance was a horrible one, and Troy Deeney alive at the far post just to touch the ball over the line. And inside a quarter of an hour, Watford have a 2-goal lead here at Vicarage Road. Watford 2, Rotherham United 0.
Yeah, fabulous. I think it really important also the switch of play. We can see Rotherham are playing a very narrow back four, defensive mistake, and then he's used his athleticism at the back post to just tap it in. Eyes lit up, you could almost hear the jackpot signs in his eyes, knowing he's tapping that into an empty net, and done enough to get a couple of laces on it, shall we say.
It's Femenir attacking the edge of the penalty area and feeding Ken Sema. Sema cuts the ball back. Deeney sets it for Cleverley to curl towards the top corner, but too high from Tom Cleverley. Nice set from Deeney, and Cleverley not far away from finding the top corner and a third goal for the Hornets.
No, but with Tom's undoubted quality, he'll expect to score from there, and he'll be disappointed with that.
He's scored a couple of times already this season, of course, Tom Cleverley. Ekong chips the ball forward over the back of Wiles, and here's Sarr. And Sarr's cross this time is overhit, but Femenir keeps the ball in on the left-hand side and feeds Cleverley into the feet of Sema. Looks for Cleverley again. Cleverley edge of the penalty area, takes a couple of touches, goes for the same top corner, and is a little closer this time, but still just a couple of yards wide, and goes behind for a goal kick.
Well, this performance is certainly, the first 20 minutes of the game, they're certainly warming the supporters. Really confident, moving the ball really well. Midfielders wanting to score, strikers scoring. Certainly everything that you could ask for prior to kick-off tonight.
Ekong with the diagonal. Perfectly into the path of Sema, and Sema's ball towards Deeney, who couldn't quite divert it goalwards. Comes to Chalobah, who drives it wide. What a ball from Ekong, and Sema with the cutback. Troy Deeney couldn't quite apply the touch Chalobah drove it wide.
I actually thought he'd overhit it because Chalobah was making the run, and then you see Sema pop into the picture, pulls it back. Whether it was hitting the target, I'm not sure.
Here's William Troost-Ekong, and there's the half-time whistle. Well, it's been perhaps everything that Saturday wasn't in the first half here at Vicarage Road. The Hornets have been bright, they've been bubbly, and they've been buoyant. Ngakia caught in possession by Crooks, though, for Rotherham. And here's Vassell. Vassell's cross deflects off Ngakia, and Ekong can nod it away, but then gives it away to Vassell. And Vassell into the penalty area. Foster, and it goes across goal. Foster got fingertips to it, and a sloppy start to the second half. And Ben Foster forced into action to deny Carl Vassell.
Well, it's a complete contrast to the opening minute of the game. It's sloppy defensively from Ngakia, a bit of indecision from Troost-Ekong, just concentrating on pulling out of that challenge.
Ben Wiles on the left-hand side. Flick forward looking for Vassell. Ngakia clears only as far as Wiles. Finds Smith on the edge of the penalty area. And he sets Crooks, and Crooks with a curler. Just too high. But, nice shape on the effort from Matt Crooks, but didn't trouble Ben Foster.
Just a little bit too easy for Rotherham to be picking passes on the edge of the Watford box.
Joseph soon. Infield for Miller. So one back by Sarr. And Sarr leads the charge for Watford with Blissett and João Pedro up with him. Feeds Peritza into the penalty area, but he scuffs his shot horribly wide as he poured down on goal. Well, Watford's first attempt of the second half. Steve Peritza couldn't find the target.
Yeah, it's a good run from Peritza. Clever, he's been intelligent with his runs tonight. And Sarr, I think he's tried to push it in between, inside the full-back, and just mishit it a little bit. He's good touch. I think when you get that close to the goalkeeper, you go through his legs, you have more chance of scoring. But he's impressed me tonight, Peritza, the way that he's handled himself. He's put a good shift in for the team. And some of his runs, albeit he never got the ball, but some of his runs have been impressive.
Last chance maybe for a consolation here for the Millers. Wes Harding with the free kick up towards the edge of the box, towards McDonald. Peritza heads it away. Comes to Wiles, who takes it forward again, looking for Crooks, who nodded into the penalty area, looking for a Hickway, and that was Kabasele, who did just enough to put off the Rotherham captain. And Foster can grab the loose ball.
Well, again, it's Kabasele defending as you'd expect, just getting there in time. It's probably the third occasion that he's been the last man, and he's either put somebody off like on this one, or he's got his body in or his head in to defend it well. I think he's been excellent tonight. However, you have to be a little bit concerned with the opportunities that Rotherham have created without having anybody in there to finish them off.
Watford have a late free kick here, deep in stoppage time. Swansea 0, Bournemouth 0 is a full time elsewhere. Thoughts, Tommy? It's a job done. First and foremost, it's 3 points, and that we can't be churlish and say it's only 2-0. It's 3 points, and that is the most important thing.
No, and after Saturday's performance, that is 100%, John. I completely agree with you. And I think also as well, when you look back on today's game, if you win a game without playing particularly well throughout, then you know that's always a good sign.
Click here to subscribe.